Kit Kats can read.
Hello guys, my name is Katie. Welcome to one of my favourite videos that I really enjoy to film, and that is my World of Kit Kats TBR. Basically, World of Kit Kats, if you don't know, is a board game that I created a couple of years ago where it consists of colour cats. Each colour cat goes towards a mini TBR game. So you go around with your book token with a dice, and at the beginning I roll a couple of dice. It depends, 1 dice or 2 dice of how many prompts I would like to do. This time around I'm going with 2 dice to see, so I can get a maximum of 12 prompts. I don't have anything going on, so I'm feeling like this could be a nice challenge for myself. So it could go my way, it might not go my way. So that decides how many prompts, and then I go around the board and I land on a colour cat. I allow myself a maximum of 2 colour cats. If I land on it a third time, I roll again, so that way like there's a bit of variety with my TBR games. I also allow myself to play 1 TBR game that isn't on the board. Also, I will be deciding which colour cat goes towards which prompts at the beginning by using a spinny app that's for it. So I kind of let fate decide which game goes towards like all the cats for the month, so it's quite interesting. So I don't get to choose it myself, but I allow myself to choose 1 game. So if there's 1 game I really want to play that didn't come up, then I allow myself to do that, and that way yeah, it's kind of like utilizing like everything. But yeah, it's a really fun game, and I try to do it so that I can choose books. Sometimes books are chosen for me, which does throw in a little bit of a challenge, but most of the time, because I'm a mood reader, I do have really easy prompts, whether it's like, you know, choose a contemporary, choose a fantasy, choose a hardback, choose a paperback, so on and so forth. It just helps me to choose books myself because I'm a mood reader. So if there's a specific book I would like to read that month, then I get to choose it out of my books. So I'm really excited to share this board game with you. It's going to be really fun, and yeah, I feel like this month is going to be really packed. But yes, let's play World of Kit Kats together, and let's first of all start with which prompts are going to go towards the coloured cats. Hello everyone, we are here with the list. We're going to choose out of the prompts which are up here to go onto the prompt board for the World of Kit Kats to go towards the coloured cats. I have my spinning up here, so we are gonna select what the red cat's going to be. Okay, wrapped book is what it says there. So wrapped book TBR is for that. Okay, for the pink cat, bear TBR machine of grabs, that one there of the bear. Okay, number 3, which is blue cat, blue tool TBR, this one right here. Okay, for the purple cat, ebook review jar, this one here. Okay, yellow cat, monthly TBR pot. Okay, green cat, wheel of fortune, so the wheel of TBR. Orange cat, coin push. Okay, and black cat, pink small gumball TBR. Okay, grey cat, bingo TBR, cream cat, fruity TBR machine, and then we have got one more on at page number 2 here, which is for the rainbow cat. TBR Tombola. Nice. And I am allowed to choose myself to have one TBR game out of these that haven't come up on here. So I am going to choose... I'm going to choose the Illumicrate TBR cards because I haven't had them come up. So that would be my choice of TBR game that I'm going to play. So there you have the choices for the coloured cats. Hello and welcome to the World of Kit Kats TBR board. So I am going to roll my 2 dice to determine how many prompts are going to be for this World of Kit Kats game. So, without further ado, here we go. Oh, there's a 5. Oh dear. Oh my god. 2 5s, which means 10 prompts this month. Oh my god, this game is hating me this month already. Okay, well, I will be rolling around the board with the single giant blue dice, as always. So, without further ado, let's start. Here we go. There's a 6 on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got an orange cat. Orange cat onto the board as our first prompt of the month of August. Like so. Hello! So, I have got my prompts for the discs of the coins. So as you can see, there are some colours and the prompts are literally here. And I've got my plain coins, which I'm going to drop. Basically, the first coloured coin that falls is going to be the one that I get. So let's see. That went straight down the drain. Not a good start, kitty. Oh my god. That went to the right. Okay. Come on. We need to drop a couple. Oh, that's a good one. We have one. We have got a pink colour. So we've got deep pink, and deep pink equals contemporary, as it says here. So with our first prompt, it came out as an orange cat, and with the orange cat it was the coin push game, and as you would have seen, the genre that came out was for a contemporary. So for this one I have pushed forward Kismet Connection by Ananya Devarajan. This has literally just been released and I do still want to read it and review it, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to giving it a read, and yeah, fingers crossed that I do enjoy it. Rolling for the second prompt. 3. 1, 2, 3. Treat yourself. So the second prompt that came out was a treat yourself, which is always great because it means I get to choose what I want to read. It's kind of like a free choice. So for this one, I've also pushed forwards from my previous TBR, You Love Me by Karen Kepnes, the third book that is in the Joe Goldberg series, the You series. Yeah, I've recently watched season 3, so yeah, this is the book that goes with it. So I would like to kind of like read and compare. So yes, it is high on like my TBR to read, so hopefully this is the month I get it read. If not, like I'm sure I will get it read like at some other point, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to comparing and reading this book. Okay, prompt number 3. Oh my god, it went on the floor. Oh, let's try again. 4. It's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A pink cat. Pink cat going on to the board for prompt number 3. It's time for the bear machine. Let's go. Oh I got me a bowl. There we go. Okay, in here, what is the prompt? It is a paperback. Nice, simple and easy. So the third prompt that came out was a pink cat, and for that it's the Bear TBR machine, and as you guys would have seen, the prompt that came out for that is for a paperback, which is pretty good for me because I'm a mood reader, so it leaves me to choose a paperback. So for this one I've gone towards a new release that I've got given for review, and that is Rebel Skies by Anne Ceylin. And yeah, like, this just sounds really cool, and yeah, like, massive thanks to Walker Books for sending this to me. It will be in a book haul pretty soon. I'm looking forward to giving this one a read. Okay, prompt number 4. 5 on the dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our second and final orange cat, because we only do 2 TBR games max. So orange cat is prompt number 4. Oh my gosh guys, we have got the coin push again, so let's drop a coin and get the next one. Oh, I feel like, is this a good one? Or maybe not. That one hasn't quite. I'm going to try and get one like over here, maybe. Push this side a bit better. I am just layering them on top here. Come on. Come on, left side. Don't make me run out of coins. Oh, it's getting fuller though. Definitely getting fuller. Come on. You have got to be pushed. Oh, hang on. Something's happening here. Possibly. Oh, almost. Almost. Oh, this could be a really good one. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Okay. Is something else going to happen here? Or just going to keep nudging? Okay. Teasing me, you guys. Teasing me. Yes. Okay, the first one that dropped down was this one that I saw, and it's a bright pink. Bright pink is for a series. Thanks, Nutmeg. So prompt number 4 came out as an orange cat again, which again is the coin push, and you would have seen the colour that came out was for a series. And so yet again, another book that I pushed forwards is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix by J.K. Rowling and illustrated by Jim Kay. This is one that I just really want to give a read. It's the illustrated version. I have read obviously the other version, but to go through it with the illustrations, just, it's, you know, it's really nice. Like, I've done it with like all the other illustrated books as well, so it is high on my agenda. It's a very heavy book, and I'm gonna put it down now because it's very, very heavy. But yeah, hopefully I can get around to reading that in the month of August. Prompt number 5. It's a 2. 1, 2. Black. A black cat going on the board for number 5. Okay guys, next is the pink gumbo machine, and I've given this a real good shake. It's the first one that comes out. Here we go. Green one fell in my hand first. Let's pop those others back. You guys are all too excited. You have to wait. You have to wait, my friends. Okay, the green book is The Vincent Boys by Abby Glines. Prompt number 5 brought us a black cat, which goes towards the pink gumbo machine, and these are just some of the books that I own, and like, they are actually probably the ones that I've owned like the longest, so this one's kind of like a, ooh, gotta hunt for the book. And the book that you would have seen came out was The Vincent Boys by Abby Glines. I literally like went to my garage yesterday to get this, and yeah, I've had this for a few years. I feel like I got it from the Works. I don't even know. I feel like I got it from the Works. Like, it's a possibility. I literally can't even remember like when I got this or where I got it from, but it's come out now, so it should be fate to read this. Number 6. It's a 2 again. 1, 2. It's a cream cat. Cream cat onto the board for our 6th prompt. Okay, fruity TBR machine. Let's put in a coin and see which fruit we get. Okay, we have got here, this is a plum. Plum, plum, plum. And a plum is for a new purchase. Prompt number 6 brings us to a cream cat, which was for the fruity TBR machine, and as you guys would have seen, a plum fruit came out, which goes towards a new purchase. So a new book that I have brought into the home, and I have gone towards Girl Goddess Queen by B. Fitzgerald. This has not long been released now. I'm really excited to give it a read. I feel like it's going to be very, very exciting, and it just sounds so good. So really glad that I found this. I got this one from Forbidden Planet, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to giving it a read, and yeah, fingers crossed I get around to reading this in August, because it is kind of a beastly sized book. Rolling for prompt number 7. We have just a single one, which means we move on to Rainbow Cat. So Rainbow Cat goes onto the TBR prompt board, like so, on the board. Guys, I finally got my TBR Tombola to come out. I'm so excited. So inside here are all of my TBR books of my YA, children's, adults, pretty much like all of my physical books, graphic novels, you name it, they are in here. So yes, there is a lot of choice, as you can see, and I'm literally gonna spin the tombola and choose a book. Let's give it a real good flip. One more. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to dig in deep and go for this one. Oh wow, I think this is an old school one. What's this? Ah, it's Abhorsen by Garth Nix. So this is the 3rd book, so this means I need to get the 1st book. So prompt number 7 brought us to a Rainbow Cat, which was the TBR Tombola, and you guys would have seen that Abhorsen by Garth Nix came out, which is the 3rd book that is in this series. However, I've not read the 1st book yet, which is Sabriel, so I have just gone with this one. I remember starting to read this years and years and years ago in my like early teens, and I was actually really enjoying it, but I never got to finish it. So yes, this has actually been on my TBR for a fair few years, so I know it's a muchly loved series as well. Would be great to get it read. Fingers crossed it is one that I enjoy, and yeah, we'll see where we go with this one. Okay, prompt number 8. Oh, that is a 6, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't do an orange cat. We've already had an orange cat, so we roll again. 1 green cat. Okay, cool. So green cat, which we haven't had yet, goes onto the board like so for our 8th prompt. Guys, my wheel of TBR has come up and I'm so excited. I absolutely love this game that I purchased. So I'm literally just gonna spin the wheel and let's see what prompt we get. TBR jar! TBR jar of my choice. So for the TBR jar, I decided to go with my Illumicrate Fairy and special editions of those. I've put them in a like app, this spinny app. So yeah, there's a lot of choices. So I'm going to use the wheel to choose the book. Last Violent Call which is this one here. Prompt number 8 brought us to The Green Cat, which is the Wheel of TBR. So yes, that brought us to TBR jar, which is great. I can choose any of my TBR jars. I decided to use it towards my Spinny app for my Illumicrate Fairy special editions. So they're all in this Spinny app, as you would have seen. And a book that came out was in this series, so I went towards the first book of this one as well. So that is These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. I've still not read this. This forever was coming out on my TBRs. I think it was last year. And, you know, now it's like popped up again. I do really want to read it. It's a Romeo and Juliet Shanghai, you know, sort of like retelling. And it's a much loved series, and I've got all the books, so I should really start reading. But yeah, hopefully it's one that I do enjoy. Fingers crossed it is. I have a real good feeling that I will. Prompt number 9. It's a 4. Let's roll on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another cream cat, our second and final cream cat, onto the board for our 9th prompt, like so. Oh my goodness, we have Fruity TBR again. So let's put a coin in, see what we get. Okay, what have we got this time? Oh my goodness, it is actually, no joke, a plum again. 2 plums. So again, new purchase. Prompt number 9 brings us the Cream Cat, yet again the Fruity TBR, and also the plum fruit came out for new purchase. So this is one that I literally have acquired within like a month, and so I did push it forwards from last month, and that is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. It's muchly loved. This is a first book in a series. I have had so many good things about this book. It's very, very highly recommended. A lot of people absolutely loving it, raving about it. Very popular book. So yeah, it sounds really cool though. Dragons, I always like dragons. I feel like I'm going to enjoy it. Fingers crossed that I am one of those people, and I'm really excited to get around to reading it. Okay guys, rolling for our final prompt now. We have got a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Orange cat again. It's just like in the orange cat. So we'll roll again. Got another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A red cat. Red cat will be our 10th and final prompt of the month of August. There you go. Here are all the colour cats for the month of August. I've got 4 wrapped books in this bag. I'm literally going to reach my hand in, and the first one I grab is the one I pull out. Okay, spin my hand. 1, 2, 3, this one. Okay, this one, number 2. It feels quite thin. What is this one? What is this one? Oh, Maybe Not by Colleen Hoover. A nice short read. The 10th prompt came out as a red cat, which was for a wrapped book. So, as you would have seen, I would have randomly chose a book and grabbed it and unwrapped it for you, which again, Maybe Not by Colleen Hoover. So this is a novella. I have read the first book, Maybe Someday. This is like a novella from it. That is literally about the characters of Warren and Bridget from it. So yeah, really short book. And yeah, I love Colleen Hoover. She's one of my favourite authors. This is such a short book. It shouldn't take me like too long to give it read. But yeah, fingers crossed it is a nice short one to like slot between some books, and hopefully it's one that I can get around to reading this month. So my game of choice for the month, I decided, as you saw at the beginning, to go with the Illumicrate prompt cards, which are these cards right here. So I'm literally just gonna shuffle behind the camera and try not to drop any. Okay, so I don't have a clue. I'm gonna blindly pick this one, I think. This red one is calling out to me. The longest book on your TBR. So big book. Okay. Damn it. So every month I allow myself a game of my choice, one that hasn't come up to go on the list to go towards the colour caps. So as you would have seen at the beginning, I decided to go with the Illumicrate cards, and yeah, just previously you would have seen the cards that came out, which is the longest book on the TBR. So I have had this book for a long time, literally like kind of near the beginning journey of my booktube, and that is The Bane Chronicles by Cassandra Clare, Ceres Brennan, Maureen Johnson. These are novellas in a bind up book that is about Magnus Bane. Magnus Bane is one of my favourite characters from the Shadowhunter universe, and yeah, I really need to get this read. I really want to continue on with the whole Shadowhunter universe. There was just so many books out now. I'm really far behind. I just need to dive into this, and I know that I will enjoy it because it's Magnus Bane, it's the Shadowhunter series. So yeah, I think it's just, I don't know what it is, like I just don't ever get around to reading it. I don't know whether it's because of its size or whether it's because there's just other higher priority books like review books, but I really do want to, because I want to catch up in this series. It would be great too, because I love every book in this series so far. I have given them 5 out of 5. So will this be the time? I really hope it does. Next of all is the Reading by Candlelight Book Club pick. So this is for the month of July. The live show is this month in August, so we've got a couple of weeks till the live show. It's always like the second Saturday in the month pretty much. So I've got a couple of weeks to read this, so this will be like the highest priority book on my TBR anyway. That is If We Were Villains by ML Rio. So what we guys do is we pick 3 or 4 books between ourselves, we put it to a poll, and you guys vote for about a week on what book you would like us to read and talk about. And so the winning book that was for July was If We Were Villains by ML Rio. Now I did have to get hold of this. I didn't own it, but I did really want to. It was on my wish list, so I managed to get it from Forbidden Planet. Really excited to give it a read. I feel like it's going to be very enjoyable. I think it's like Dark Academia, so like correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it just sounds really cool, and it's got really good reviews, and I've heard people talk about this quite highly, so I'm hoping that I enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it because I've been reading a lot of contemporary books lately, especially in the month of July. I was reading a lot of like contemporary style books, so it would be good to read something different, dip my toes into a different genre, and really looking forward to seeing my thoughts on this book and discussing it with the other 2 ladies. So as you guys know, once a month I grab one of these books that are in these bowls, as they were my top 10 books that I wanted to try to read this year, posed by Nutmeg's butt. Move your butt! Move your butt! So yes, I am literally just going to select one. I didn't get around to reading the one last month, surprise there. So yeah, let's choose one for the month of August. Right, so the book is Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. I was literally just looking at this book, no word of lie. So that is the book. Will this be the book that I read? Who knows, but we shall see. And then last but not least, guys, the Grab Machine which has my top 10 books in. I've yet to read one of them. It's always the same every year. For some reason, just don't get around to reading them. Sometimes I read like one of them. But anyway, this one I really do want to read. And so the one that, as you see, would have come out is Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerri Maniscalco. This is the first book that's in the series. I hear really, really good things about it. I look at this book quite a lot, even literally when I was filming all of those clips of the TBR games. I was looking at my hardback shelf and my eyes was drawn towards this. Then it came out of the grab machine. So is that fate? Who knows? I do want to read it. Fingers crossed. This is the month that I do start to read it. I'm very excited too. Hopefully my reading does pick up. I haven't really got anything going on during the month, so it would be nice to get it read. And yeah, I'm really excited for that one. So there you have it, guys. That is the end of my World of Kit Kats TBR. As you would have seen, I kind of got mullered this month, but you know, things like that happen sometimes, and I quite like to have the choice. I do allow myself to kind of like swap books, like if it's gone towards a prompt where it's just kind of like, you know, for example, where the paperbacks come up, if there's another paperback that I would like to read in its place that I suddenly want to mood read, then I allow myself to swap for that, because I don't want to end up in a reading slump. So yeah, I do allow myself to do that. But I've got like a variety of books this time, like with some fantasies. Quite a lot of fantasies come out. I feel like it's kind of played my way this month. I've got a thriller. I do have a contemporary, but yeah, like definitely a lot of different topics this time around, which I'm thinking is gonna balance out, because last month I just had so many contemporaries. But you know, with it being summer, it's always like contemporary month. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to choosing from these books of which ones I would like to read. Obviously, If We Were Villains will be the priority first book, and then as of when, like with the other books, I'll just see which one I'm drawn towards to read next, and so on and so forth. So I really look forward to sharing with you the books that I do manage to get around to reading. And yeah, I'm really excited about the books that have come out this time. So if you have read any of these books that have been mentioned in the video, your thoughts on them, even if you didn't like them, do let me know down below in the comments. Also let me know what you guys are currently reading, what your TBR is for the month. If you've done a video, feel free to link it below. I love watching people's TBR videos. And let me know what books you've recently purchased yourself as well. If there's any books you would ever like to buddy read with myself, to read with me, then also comment down below as well, because I always love to read books. It spurs me on to read them as well. But yeah, that's it for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you have done, please do give it a thumbs up. All of my own social media links, as always, are linked down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. Twitter, Instagram, Goodreads, TikTok, gaming channel, book club, you will find it all literally down below. But I love to chat with you guys, love to be friends with you guys. Feel free to add me if you're not doing so already. And yes, keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I will see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!